Of you watching the replay, wow, how are you today? It is such a beautiful fall day here in Southern California. I thought it'd be great to do an outdoor training, and especially with what I'm bringing you today. So, first of all, I want to thank you for being here, for stepping into doing something positive for yourself, and to acknowledge you for really wanting to grow. Your commitment and your dedication to move forward says so much about you. So just give yourself a big hug of acknowledgement. All right. So, how many of you are feeling funky? Maybe you wake up feeling funky. That happens to me a lot of times, and it happens to a lot of people. So, if you would love to get out of that funk, you are in the right place, because today I am bringing you in our divine awakening and renewal training some supernatural information on how to get out of that funk. So if you're in for that, I want you to type in the chat, "I'm in!" exclamation mark, because we're bringing it today. All right. So as I said, these trainings are all up for you to help you renew your mind and your heart. So let's go ahead and get to it. As I said, I'm super excited and thrilled because when I sat down and started having my conversation with Jesus this morning, I definitely heard that we need to bring some uplifting messaging for you all today, and that's exactly what came through for you. So if you're in for uplifting messaging, I want you to type in the chat, yes, yes, yes. And I'd also like to know, where are you located? We have people all over the world that are part of this group, and it's so fun for me to know where you're located. And I also want you to know that I am doing this recording through Zoom. And so even though it is broadcasting live onto my Facebook page, I am not able to see responses, but I want you to know that I go in afterwards and I read everything. So definitely be posting away in there so that I can see who's here, who was here, and who is. Also, if you're listening live, you can write live in the chat. If you're listening to the recording or the replay, type in replay, so I get an idea of who's watching and when. All right, let's go. Let's dive in. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Sherry Nichols. I'm a soul healer coach, and I am the founder and CEO of the Divine Love Institute. I have been coaching for, over 15 years now, and it is my absolute privilege and pleasure to have had the opportunity to work with so many amazing, beautiful women and really facilitate their transformation, taking them from a place of heartbreak to a place where they love themselves again and they love their life again. So I am super thrilled to have you in my community and to bring you some of the information that and experiences that I implement with my private clients and my group clients. So here we go. We're diving in. Today, what came through for me was lift, and I'm reading it. I always do, because I want to get every single word that was brought to me for you, specific for you. I don't want to miss a word. So what came through was to lift. If you're feeling funky, if that's you, if you're in a place where you just don't feel like you're able to show up as the best version of you, if you feel like, if you're a mom, that you're not fully present for your kids, if you are working and you feel like you just can't bring your A game to what you're doing, or to be in the most uplifted, positive way for the people you work with, your coworkers or your clients, whatever it is that you do, then this is a great and a fun solution for you. So what Jesus said today was to lift your spirits by lifting your eyes to the sky and marvel at the magnificence and the vastness of what your eyes are gazing upon. And seriously, when you look up, how vast is the sky? It's unfathomable. We take it for granted every single day, but I think this is really about gratitude for the things that we do take for granted and moving us into a new direction. This solution that I'm bringing you today isn't about gratitude, although gratitude I'm always for, because I know that that is also something that can lift you out of a funk. But this is a fun solution that he's brought to you today, and I am going to be revealing it to you over the next 10 minutes. So he says to pretend, when you're looking up at the sky, to pretend that you can fly anywhere, anywhere, anywhere. Where would you go? Where would you go? Now you get to bring into play your imagination, which, you know, we can use our imagination in one of two ways. We can either use it to bring something amazing into our life, or we can use it to terrorize ourselves, which is what a lot of us do. We get into that thinking of, oh my gosh, what if this happens, or what if that happens, or what if that doesn't go the way I think it will, or what's going to happen then? And we terrorize ourselves with things that we think could happen when we have no idea what's going to happen. And so what he's saying is to go the opposite way. Where would you go? What would you do? And why? Let's use our imagination in a way that supports us today, in this moment. Just bring it in this moment. And then he says, does it make your heart happy to think of traveling, to doing something adventurous? Like this was funny because I got the vision of it, like going bungee jumping, or skiing in the Alps, or hiking in the wilderness with pure running streams and crisp, clean air, water so clear that you can see the rocks on the riverbed. What would make you happy? Not somebody else. And I think this is so good for those women, those of you, like you might be a woman who is a mom and everything is always about your kids, or it's about how to keep the household together, or it's about what you can do to support your husband, or if you're a single mom, what you can do for your family. But in this moment, I am inviting you to ask yourself, what would make you happy? What would make you happy? Where would you go and why? Engage with this wherever it is that you determine is a place or an activity that would make you happy. He says to engage with it daily and take yourself there in your mind, if not for real. You know, so if you can make it real, yeah, do it. But if it's in your imagination, it's okay. Continue to take yourself there daily, because to your mind, it can all be real. Your mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's not real. It really doesn't. You think it does, but it really doesn't. There's been so much scientific proof to this. Your mind doesn't know the difference. It knows what you feed it, what you are loyal to, what you put your attention on. And so if you're loyal to thoughts that don't support you, guess what? You're going to just keep creating in your life. But if you're loyal to thoughts that uplift you, if you're loyal to ways of being and engaging that uplift you, then you're going to experience a whole different way of life. And that's what Jesus is saying here. So he says, when you bring yourself into that place, your happy place, he says, you can imagine the sounds, the smells, and the feeling you would have if you were actually there. Hold on to this every day. This is your happy place, and no one can take it away from you. No matter who or what is going on in your life, engage and go to your happy place. It's waiting for you. Your happy place is waiting for you. No one, again, he reiterates, no one can take your happy place away from you. It's alive in your mind. It's alive in your soul. It's taking up residence in your heart. As you sit in it, taking yourself on a mental mini vacation, guess what happens? You relax, you unwind, and you begin to rest in peace. So let's try this together. Let's make this experiential. So go ahead, if you can, if it's safe to do so, not while you're driving, but if it's safe to do so, Close your eyes. And I will say this to you because I've done this while I'm driving, and I invite you to try it as well. Even though you don't close your eyes, and the one reason why, if you can close your eyes, it's good to do it, is because it automatically takes you into a different brain state that helps you to imagine differently. However, I have often imagined things as I'm driving, eyes wide open, and I can see it in my mind's eye, and it works well. So if that's, if that's what you're working with today, then go ahead and do it in your mind's eye. But if you can close your eyes, go ahead and close your eyes and bring to mind that which makes your heart happy. Dream of a place that you would go to that would make you happy, and dream of the sounds you would hear. Is that water moving, or maybe it's waves crashing or lapping on the shoreline, or maybe it's birds singing, or maybe it's laughter. Whatever speaks to your heart and brings your mind to peace, rest, and happiness, that's what he's asking you to bring into your mind right now. Next, engage your senses, your sense of smell. What is it that's in the air? What fragrance is wafting your way, bringing you into a state of happy remembrance, or soul expansion, or sheer bliss, or all of the above? What is it that you're smelling? And how is it making you feel? Now let yourself feel the joy and the calmness, comforting and igniting your soul. Imagine that everything has worked out. Imagine everything has worked out in your life. And then thank me, Jesus, Prince of Peace, the God of gods, for all of it. See me dancing with joy in every cell of your body, bright white light in every cell, with me standing in the middle, smiling at you with so much love, dancing and inviting you to dance with me, inviting you to feel my arms wrapped around you with the most love you have ever felt in your life. This is real. This is possible. Jesus says, let me have this dance with you. Take my hand. When this came through this morning, it brought tears to my eyes because we make things so complicated, and this is so simple. And that is what God is always trying to do in our lives, to help us to flow with him. And we keep wanting to go upstream. Every time we want to do things our ways, we're going one way and he wants us to go another way. And it feels so challenging and so difficult. And all we have to do, as Jesus is asking, is to take his hand. Dance with him. It's all waiting for you and available for you. So what I'd like you to do, what I'm inviting you to do, your call to action, is to listen to this recording as often as necessary, keeping you in that happy place, keeping you connected to Jesus. Because one thing that God promises, he doesn't promise that everything you ask for, there's that ask and it shall be given. He doesn't promise that everything you ask for will be given to you, for good reason, that he knows. Maybe you don't see it, but he knows what's best for you. But what he does promise is that if you keep your eyes focused on him, that you will have peace. And I don't know if you're anything like me or the clients that I work with, that is a number one commodity that you want in your life, because when you're in a place of peace, your life gets so much easier, and new ideas come to you, new thoughts come to you, a wiser perspective is always presented, Oh, could you hear the horse in the background? The neighbors have a horse. Yeah. I mean, it's just, this what I love is that as long as you stay connected to Jesus, your path is going to be one of peace. And that is a beautiful place to be. So if you have any friends that you feel would benefit from this, invite them into this community, the Divine Renewal community. I would love to expand this community. My goal is to truly make an impact on as many women as possible. My goal is over 100,000 by the end of this year, helping them to renew their mind, to renew their soul, to renew their heart, to know the peace that is there waiting for them so that they can find happiness again, so that they can live a life that they love again. All right. Sending you so many blessings for today. Thank you so much for spending your precious time with me. And I'm just sending you so much love. Bye for now.